Welcome to another edition of Your County at Work, where we bring you to the front lines of hardworking men and women of Newcastle County. I'm your host, Waynna Dobson, and today we are here on Route 9 at our newly constructed, it's being constructed, Innovation Center / library. All right, so now I am here with Diana Brown. She is from Community Services, and we have Steve Ruble, who is from Special Services, correct? So Diane, I'm going to let you go first. If you could tell the viewing audience how long you've been with the county and what are your duties here at the county.
Thank you, Waynna. I'm the manager of libraries in Newcastle County. I've been here for about 25 years, which means I've been part of almost every library project in Newcastle County, and this is probably our most exciting one to date.
Yes, I agree. All right, Steve.
Yeah, Steve Ruble, Special Services with Newcastle County. I've been here for 5.5 years, and I've been able to participate in the Bear Library renovation, Claymont Library, and then this one, which is obviously, like Diana said, the most exciting library that we've done to date.
Okay. Now, we're telling the viewing audience library, but I know county executive loves the word innovation center that it's going to be, because it's not going to be like a normal library, correct, when you go in and get a book and that's all you can do. Who could talk more about that? Okay, all right.
So what we're seeing nationally and internationally with libraries is that there's a trend to create spaces for people and not just library collections. And there are going to be a lot of very unique spaces in this library that foster innovation. We have a space designed for maker and STEM type activities, so people can learn 3D printing and how to make a variety of things. We have a Lego room, again, to foster kind of creativity in children. We have a wonderful teen space that will allow teenagers to learn about all the newest technological trends. And we have a lot of study rooms and conference rooms because we're expecting people who are entrepreneurial and looking to start their own business to come in and get the information and use the space and equipment that we have.
Very good. It sounds like you've planned it all out, that there's something for everyone to do and not just come and grab a book.
Exactly.
So, Steve, the time frame for this awesome project, how long will it take?
We expect to be complete in June of 2017. We had a groundbreaking in September of last year, and from there we've been very busy, although the public doesn't see it because we're not out of the ground. But right now, if you look behind us, what we've accomplished so far is all the footings are in, foundation walls are in, under slab prep is essentially all done, and we're actually prepping for the first concrete pours that will happen as early as this week. Those concrete pours will be happening over the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then from there, in early July, hopefully right after the holiday, you're going to start to see steel go up. So that's when the public's really going to start to see something happen here and really start getting excited. So that's where we're at right now, Waynna.
So before you hand me the mic back, let's talk about this circle right here, if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely. This circle here, what's going to be in this place is a cluster of columns. There'll be 8 columns that sprout from this foundation and go up to the underside of the roof at the north end of the library. Those columns essentially represent a tree, which has been very symbolic for this library and especially the community. So that's going to be a really visual element here for the library. So that'll be fun when as that starts to go up.
While you were talking, I was thinking that I know that we're doing like making Route 9 a better place to be, to live, to work, to play. And one of the things that a lot of people talk about is economic development. So can you talk about like how many possible jobs there'll be here at the Innovation Center?
Well, in terms of employment, I think what we're looking at is not just hiring people for the facility or to work on the facility, but to enhance people's skills and provide them with training and things like coding that they can then take, learn, maybe use here, and then take outside and just increase their opportunities for employment. But in terms of, I just want to follow up on your comment about economic development, because there have been a number of public meetings with the community members and talking about economic development, and also related things like traffic and walkability and just improving the community as a whole, not just with this building, but looking at the larger picture.
And when you say looking at the larger picture, I was born and raised right across the street in Dunleaf. And I love what the county has done with the pathway. Talking about health, you know, people can walk through the path now from Dunleaf to Rose Hill to Oakmont. So that's just a little bit of part of what we're trying to do for the Route 9 corridor. All right. Now I'm here with Gregg Clark from EDiS, who's going to share with us about the actual construction and the architect. Gregg, when I was here in September, like none of this out here was going on. So if you can explain to our viewing audience the progress that you've made since September.
All right. Well, since September, almost 100% of the site work underground and interior curbing is completed. And I'll point to this drawing on the board to go over what's installed to date. As you can see from our tour outside today, all the concrete foundation work is 100% complete. We're in the process now of prepping the slab pours. The slabs will be poured over the next 2 weeks, probably by mid-July. And then we're looking to start erecting steel in Area C up to Area B, end of July, early August. So for the most part, we are definitely on schedule and concrete works heading in the right direction. Any other questions?
This right here, if you remember when we were out in the field, Steve told us about the 8 pillars that were going to be placed in the circle. So right here, you'll see the 8 pillars, and he said that goes up into the roof. So just wanted to give you a visual of the library. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And we'll be back next week.
Very good.
All right. Steve, would you be kind and tell our viewing audience about the construction and what we see going on right now?
Sure, absolutely. Right now we're standing at the main entrance of the 43,000 square foot library. The contractors that have been doing the majority of the work to date have been Gregg and Ferrara. They've done the site work, and predominantly that's done now. What you're seeing beyond that is a little bit of masonry work getting finished up. That was completed by Enterprise. We've got a concrete contractor named Caro Construction. They've done the footings, and they'll be coming back and doing the slab, as we discussed before, as early as this week. We also have the steel contractor, who is Murphy Steel. They'll be coming in, like I said before, as early as the first week in July. Right now behind me, what you're actually seeing is contractors prepping or preparing for the slab pour. So they're doing all the underground utilities, getting the stone in. The yellow sheet that you see there is a vapor barrier that will go underneath the concrete slab. And those contractors that are doing all the underground utilities are Deglio Bizzi. They're doing all the mechanical and plumbing underground utilities. And then we have Superior Electric, who is doing the underground electrical utilities. So that's pretty much what you see here. And hopefully we're pretty excited that toward the end of the week we're going to have some concrete slab getting placed right over here.
All right. Thank you so very much to the both of you. Please stay tuned. Next week, we're going to be right back here so that we can show the progress of what's going on the Route 9 Innovation Center. Thank you so much for viewing. This is Waynna Dobson signing off.